Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our workout for today. It's a nice, short, quick hitter. We have a little bit of everything, a lot of on the floor core type work. So be prepared for that. You can absolutely have some elevation, a bench, a chair, something like that for you, if you would like. In the warm-up, if you would like to bring out a ladder or a jump rope, feel free to do that. Otherwise, you can use your imaginary one. But as you can see, we have 20-10 for 3 rounds each. We have 4 sets, and then we have a little fun at the end, just a extra little happiness for your, what's today, Wednesday? Wednesday morning. So, without further ado, let's get started. We're going to begin with an out, out, in, in. Little shuffle. Here we go. Oh, and she's not talking to us today, so that's okay. Out, out, in, and in. Pick a side to start. We will do the other side, leading first, next. As you get a little more comfortable with the pattern, you can pick up the speed. And pause, begin with the other side. So now my other leg is leading. Again, get the movement pattern, then pick it up. If you can be quick, be quick. Next up, we have jump rope. So either get your real jump rope or your imaginary one. Let's see if that helps her talk to us.
3.
There we go.
2,
there she is.
1.
Back to out, out, in, in.
Left.
Got the hip movement. It's all about the hips. This does translate really well to dancing.
Hustle out, out, and in.
If you forget which leg is leading and you want to switch legs halfway through to check to make sure, it will feel completely different. So feel free to do that.
3, 2, 1.
Back to our jump rope.
Jump rope.
Now your jump rope, you can do double unders. You can do a little half step like we're doing. You can go straight jump rope. 10 more seconds here. We're going to switch up
3,
what we've been doing here in this next round.
1.
We have a tap and a reach. So going across the body, you can reach up, you can reach to the side, you can do a little punch. Legs are going one way, arm is going the other.
3, 2.
Next
1.
up, we have a slow, low
Reach for
lunge.
toes.
Reach for the toes. We're coming out, reach out, back together. We will see something like this in our work today. Think about stepping out and back. Weight is in the heel of my outside foot.
3, 2, 1.
Good, we have a squat next. No need to rush. Squeeze the glute on the way up. Chest and eyes are up. Well, it's so good to be back.
Back to the grind.
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Next up, we have a
Low
low
flex
squat.
elbow to knee.
We're going to twist elbow to knee. So a little thoracic, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Thoracic stretch for your lower back.
Middle there.
Mid back.
3, 2, 1.
Bring it up. We have shoulder rolls next. If any of these stretches or warm-up movements feel particularly good, feel free to pause the video, stick with them for a little bit. Switch direction.
All right, there's the
3,
Morning, Sarah.
2,
If you have a pole or a doorway you'd like to use for this next one, feel free. Otherwise, you can do it standing. Just check your balance. Little leg swing action.
3, 2,
And
1.
switch legs.
Left swing left.
If you're doing the side-to-side leg swing and standing tall, make sure you have a little counterweight with your arms or a pole or a doorway.
3,
Anything like that will
2,
work.
1. Huggers.
Good. Next up, we have huggers. Sticking with the legs, bringing them up, hugging it in.
Three, 2.
Next up, we're going to have our frog squat.
Touch round heel
Coming
right.
down, then lengthening. So again, squatting, lengthening. A little bit for the quads to warm up, a little bit for the hamstrings to stretch out. Almost through the warm-up.
3, 2, 1.
Next one, bring it up. We have our curtsy.
Alternating.
Coming side to side, sitting deep, pushing out with the heels, treating it more like a stretch than a workout per se.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, next up, we have a little march. So you can come up with the knees, you can keep it nice and quick. You can make this a run if you'd like. Getting our last little bit in before the fun begins.
3, 2, 1.
Very nice. We have 1 minute until we begin with round one. Round one, we have a crossbody country skier. Then we have a Russian dance, and we have a plank with a tuck jump. And all of these are fun. So in our cross-country skier, we're tall, getting a little cardio action, right, side to side. Sometimes we call these line hops. You can get a little bit deeper with them if you want. If you think cross-country, a lot of cross-countryers split the stance right here, so you can really power through, power the arms. In our Russian dance, if you've watched any of the old disco from the 70s or 80s in Russia, they sit back with the arms crossed and they stay tall. Heels tap and so on. We'll start with the cross-country ski. 3 rounds here, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
3, 2, 1.
Good, 10 seconds off. Russian dance is next. Again, arms nice and tall, chest, eyes forward and up.
2,
We're sitting back.
1. Russian
We're
dance.
touching with the heel. Really sit here. Exaggerate the posture. And if you want to get quick with it, you can. But make sure it's safe for the knee.
3, 2, 1.
Good. Next up, we have a plank tuck jump. We are down on the floor or using our elevation. Knees come in,
3,
or they can come to the sides. For round one,
touchdown.
let's just go knees into the middle. Notice we have the skip option. You can walk these. You can skip them. You can jump them.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Round one done of 3. Back to our cross-country ski. If you have the space for it, feel free to add movement. 10 seconds. To breathe, prepare.
3, 2, 1. Cross country ski.
It's like your own private dance party. 5 seconds here.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Back to our Russian dance. There's probably a better way to call that, but it's just fun.
2, 1. Russian dance.
Imagine your favorite Russia-influenced disco music.
You're too young for it. Fiddler on the Roof.
There you go.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Back to our plank tuck jump. Bring it down.
3,
20 seconds is
2,
all.
1.
It's quick.
Plank tuck jump.
That means if you really have it today, push for it.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. In that last one in the plank tuck jump, see if you can minimize the bounce. So if you're in and you bounce, right, see if you can try to stay flat that entire time. Final round of set 1.
3, 2, 1. Cross country ski.
You want that heart rate to tick up a little bit more. Add the arms. So between here and here.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Russian dance.
3, 2, 1. Russian dance.
Here, bring it. Exaggerate the posture.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
And plank tuck jump. It's going to lead us into set 2 to make it count.
3, 2, 1. Plank tuck jump.
Ten seconds.
Three, 2, 1.
Breathe. We get a minute between rounds. Set 2. We have squat jack, forward and backward puddle jumpers, and then moguls. So kind of similar in that we're working the legs a little bit. And in this one, with the moguls, we have that same skier idea, but this time going side to side. So if that is something that challenges you, knees, hips, whatever, make sure you use a stepping option, a skipping option, take the impact out. In our squat jack, you know what, you love it. We have a step out squat as an alternative, down and out, in and up, or staying down the whole time. And in the puddle jumpers, that'll be our side to side skater with movement if you have that capacity. Starting with the squat jack. Level 1. So this is our non-impact version. Level 2. Down and out, in and up. And level 3, you can see behind me, you can get moving, staying low, or adding speed.
1. Rest.
Good. Next up is our forward and back puddle jumpers. If you don't have space, you'll do 2 puddle jumpers to the front,
3,
2 to the back.
2, 1.
You can look just like
Forward
this.
and back puddle jumpers.
If you have the space for it, you can add intensity here by really getting big, either with height or with distance. And if you have the coordination for it, I encourage you to challenge yourself to do the reverse action. Next up, moguls. So they're kind of similar in that side-to-side action. This time it's both.
3, 2, 1.
So, non-impact version, I step out, I power through. Version 2, a little more impact, is a skip. Level 3, I go for the whole thing. Notice the big arms all the way through. I sit into the squat every time. Getting back to our squat jacks. Coming up in 10 seconds. Five seconds. Getting ready.
3, 2.
Here we go.
Squat jack.
Pick the version that is right for you. And as always with any of this stuff, if you're not getting quite enough,
3,
choose the harder option
2,
or
1.
add a round
Rest.
when we finish. Back to our puddle jumpers.
3, 2, 1. Forward and back puddle jumpers.
If you have marks on the carpet from last time for distance, see if you can beat them this time. You only have 3 rounds.
Three, 2, 1.
Good.
Rest.
Moguls. See if you can sink deep here. When you really power through, if you want to go fast, you go low.
Moguls downhill ski.
Halfway here.
Three, 2, 1.
Good. Final round coming up. Back to the squat jack.
3, 2, 1. Squat jack.
Now in the squat jack, remember, we always talk about this. Knees tracking over the toes, right? So if your toes are out and your knees are in, fix that.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Very nice. Back to our puddle jump. Walk them, skip them, jump them. Do your thing.
3, 2, 1. Forward and back puddle jumpers.
You can work hard here without impact by sitting deep.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Finishing up the trifecta with our moguls.
3, 2.
Get that big
1.
push.
Moguls downhill ski.
Moguls. Oh, so far so good.
3, 2, 1.
Excellent. 1 minute before we have set 3. Now's a good time to grab a squirt of water. In set 3, we have side-to-side lunges with a jump in the middle. We saw those in the warm-up. Then we have a broad jump with a hustle back and a plank with a quarter turn. You can hop that or rotate on your, or pivot rather, on your hands. So with the side-to-side lunge, down, up, reach out, and up. From there, our broad jump, 10-degree tilt. We shift back, right? We use the hips to thrust ourselves forward. So I'm here. I sit into it to absorb the impact. It can be here. If you don't quite have the space, hustle right back. Here, here, shuffle back. From there, we have the plank with the quarter turn. We'll get to that. Starting with the side-to-side lunges. So just like in the warm-up, sit out, sit back. Drive through the heel of that outer foot.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Broad jump with the hustle back. I really want to
2,
make sure
1.
that you're landing
Front
soft.
hustle back.
No matter how far out, you can jump. If you are landing hard, that's what I want to avoid. We want to be easy on the joints, best we can. Keep them going for a long time, 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Good. Now we are bringing it down. We have a plank with a quarter turn.
3,
We have the elevation option
1.
over here.
Plank quarter turn top
So,
turn.
your pivot option on the hands. It's a little swivel The legs come out about to a quarter. Otherwise,
3,
you can
2,
hop the feet
1. Rest.
and get a similar effect. Side to side with the lunge jumps. If you want more here, get up in that jumping portion. You need to ease it back a little bit. Go to a heel raise instead of a jump.
2, 1. Side to side lunge jump X jump.
Can you touch the ceiling? I can, but that's only because it's a little garage. The roof angle
2,
plays to my
rest.
advantage. Broad jump with the hustle back. If you want more here, get out. How long can you make
3, 2,
your broad jump?
1. Broad jump hustle back.
But land soft. Last one.
3, 2, 1.
Woo.
Rest.
Very nice. Back to our plank with the quarter turn. Walk or hop. My shoe came untied again.
2,
Unbelievable.
plank quarter turn top turn.
If you check out behind me, we have some fancy footwork and handwork with this jump quarter turn. The trick is to set the hands there
3,
before the feet land.
2, 1. Rest.
If you can set the hands first, you'll have a place to land. Otherwise, your feet will land first. You'll be a little discombobulated. Not that bad, but I think it's easier. Set the hands first, then the legs. Back to our side to side, last round in this one.
2, 1. Side to side lunge jump X jump.
Fighting to keep the gaze forward and the back flat here. If you're rounding, take some depth out. Aim for the knee or the shin.
2, 1. Rest.
Broad jump with the hustle back. And again, if you're going
3,
an inch, 2 inches,
1.
I don't care.
Broad jump
That's
hustle
fine
back.
with me. Land soft. Sit into it. Then hustle your way back.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Last round, the plank quarter turn or the hop turn.
3, 2, 1. Plank quarter turn top turn.
Ten seconds. Feel the obliques fire up as the legs
3,
leave the ground.
2, 1.
What do you think is putting the brakes on when you get the legs to stop between your body? Your side core. Getting into set 4 here. In set 4, we have up and overs. That is at a high plank. Legs are going to come up and over. After that, we'll bring ourselves up into a tuck jump. And then we have plank jacks. So we are down, up, down. That's the hardest part about this round. Getting up and down. You have 20 seconds to prepare. Oof. Start to bring it down. We have the up and overs to begin. So the standing option behind me, this is a non-impact version of the high plank. I'm bringing the legs up and over. Add a little more with impact.
3, 2,
Right here.
1. Rest.
Tuck jumps are next. Which one are you doing? You doing the 2 skips and the jump?
2 skips
3,
and a jump? Yeah, I can do that.
2,
All right.
1.
So
Tuck jump.
Level 2 is behind me. She's got 2 little hops before she does her tuck. Level 1 is not a walk in the park. If you are doing this version right here with no impact, I want you hustling. Okay, you're moving hard.
3,
You're walking away from an angry duck.
1. Rest.
And you don't want to cause anybody to freak out, but you want to get moving. Last up, we have plank jacks.
3, 2, 1.
You can walk them.
Plank jacks.
You can hop them. The thing I said about the bounce earlier is still in play here. Whether you were using elevation or on the floor, this is something to be avoided.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Oh, you can stay right down if you want to do the high plank version of the up and overs. If you want to stay in the standing version, feel free to pick that. Round 2 of 3 starting up in 7 seconds.
3,
Ducks
2,
can be malicious,
1.
so be
Up and
careful.
over.
They're territorial. Or is that geese? I think it's geese.
He's so nasty.
That's what I meant. Ignore everything I said about the ducks. They're good.
3,
I love birds. Can't you tell?
1. Rest.
So now that you've seen version 1 and version 2 of the tuck jump, I'll show version 3 this round.
3, 2.
That is the explosive, non-stop firing. So if you're doing the power knee, and you like that, keep it. If you like the skip version, keep that.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
You like that one? Feel free to come with me. Or not. Plank jacks.
3, 2, 1.
Under 10 minutes to go in the full routine. Fight for that flat back the entire time. No dipping in the hips.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Woo. Final round coming up and overs in 15 seconds.
3, 2,
Here we go.
1. Up and over.
Fight for speed or fight for height. I can't talk and do the movement at the same time, apparently.
3, 2, 1.
Good.
Rest.
Tuck jumps are next.
3, 2, 1. Tuck jump.
I'll let you know halfway. If you want that last half to be a little more intense. There it is.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Plank jacks to wrap it up. Before our last little bit of fun and sending you
3,
away.
2, 1. Plank jacks.
Weight is through the palms. Lightweight in the back feet. In the back feet. Your only feet.
Three, 2, 1.
Woo, woo, woo. Catch your breath. Get a squirt. All we have left is 4.5 minutes of fun. And if you're saying, how do I know it's fun? Well, it's easy. Because it's everything you just did. The whole thing. One time. Top to bottom. All the way down. So if you're thinking, man, I wish I'd really brought it in that last Russian dance. I can't believe I missed my opportunity. Guess what? Now's your opportunity. Good for you. 10 seconds to prepare. We're gonna start in the cross-country skier. Big hands. Here we go. Oh, we have some great options. This is great. They're so smart. Going into the Russian dance with no rest. Here we go, nice and tall. If you can do the quick transition like you saw behind, go for it. Be sure we're sitting back.
3, 2.
Going into the plank, tuck jump. Bring it down. Center. Hold. Minimize bounce. It may not be entirely possible, but best you can. Squat jacks coming up next.
3, 2.
Start to work yourself up. Down and out, hit it up. Knees over the toes. Under 3 minutes to go. Going into our puddle jumpers.
3, 2.
Here we go. Transition.
Puddle jumper.
If you can, get that backwards part of the move as well.
Three.
Moguls coming up.
1.
Reset. Side to side. Get that push with your ski poles. Good. Remember your stepping option. Oh, I love it.
2.
We have a side-to-side lunge jump.
Side-to-side lunge jump.
Reaching out. Stepping or jumping up. Up on the heel, or up on the toe rather, or getting airborne.
Three, two,
Broad jump is next. Land soft. Broad jump is all power. You want to absorb that power on the way down.
3, 2.
Plank quarter turns coming up.
Plank quarter turn.
Your hop or your step. If you are stepping, pivot the hands. If you are hopping, I do recommend the hands before the feet.
3,
Woo.
2.
Up and over is
1.
coming up.
Up and
Here we
over.
go. You're tired. It's okay. Fight through. You have 3 moves left, and this is one of them.
Three, 2.
Start to bring it up.
1.
Tuck jumps.
Touchdown.
Under a minute to go.
Three, 2, 1.
Down for plank jacks. This is the end.
Three, 2, 1.
Oh.
Your timer is complete.
And with that, take a little breath. Do a little dance. And breathe. That is it, and you are done. You completed our Breathless Tabata today. Congratulations, well done. Make sure you stretch, move a little bit this afternoon, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, that's it for us. Bye-bye.